Hello everyone, welcome back to the Mordor campaign. It is episode 125, and we need to kill some first elves, but first things first, how are you doing? I hope you're well. I'm fine. Now that's out of the way, we can actually jump into the episode. I just like to get that, that formality, just get it out of the way. Last episode I talked about killing Captain Iglerian, and I think we will do that, but I think we also need to kill Captain Tegalad because Captain Uruvian knows where we are, although actually it looks like he doesn't have the movement to attack us. As long as we are outside of his zone of influence, I think we'll be fine. I just really do not want to get pinned between two elven armies, Without further ado, I think we'll just hop right in. Well, of course, he's going to flee. I think we'll have more than enough movement to kill him and then move away. I think we need to protect Captain Nagbug as well. That is our siege equipment / our baggage train. I just want to kill these 880 men, and I want to do it on the battlefield because I want to get a good look at these High Elves. Other battles, I think perhaps Captain Tegalad we can auto-resolve, but I said, as I said previously, for the time being, I want to kill some elves personally. So I will see you guys on the battle map. Oh, joy. Somehow the elves were able to position themselves up on the hill to our flank, which is not ideal, so what we need to do is just grab fucking everything and move it up there. Now, I can't imagine this is gonna go well for us. Holy shit, these guys look fucking badass. It's like the classic prologue to the Fellowship of the Ring, the last alliance of men and elves. They look exactly like that. What else have we got? Nortino warriors. They look to be lightly... Oh no, they actually are like mediumly, moderately armored. There we go. We've got these Boquendi, which would be lightly armored, and then of course the Eldarinwe archers. Okay, we'll sick the Uruk archers on the Boquendi. I want the Morning Guard to move in. I've got some troops either flank. I want to move as well. I think we got to get our... Let's just charge in with the Orc Band as well. I want the Orc Band to bog down the archers. I want my Nazgul and my Numenorians to possibly deal with the cavalry and the catapults. If the catapults start firing, we may have some issues, Let's see what's going on here. I want my maulers. Oh shit, the archers are... all of the missile troops actually are moving way the fuck out. Look how quickly their fucking catapults go. Now, we are in fact receiving missile fire already. Let's see what we can do about that. Let's get the Morning Guard in the center. I want the Maulers on the flank with the Raiders behind them. That ought to do it. And then I want, my Nazgul to charge in. I want to scare off these archers first and foremost, because they are letting off a couple volleys here. Volley after volley right into my Morning Guard, and they're causing quite a few casualties. They've already killed 20. Okay, let's scare off these Eldarinwe. I feel like they're firing really fucking fast. Like, look how quickly their arrows go. What is that about? That seems abnormal. Holy shit, they are wrecking me with those bowmen. Oh god, I feel like that's how the entire campaign against the elves is gonna be. Which is, makes sense, I suppose. That's kind of what you expect to see against these High Elves. And then these Eldarinwe archers have pulled out the fucking crazy fucking... Okay, here come the catapults. Oh, that could have been so bad. Okay. I think it's just time we swarm these guys. The Morning Guard are like nowhere near in position to deal a blow here, so I think we'll have to charge in with the Maulers, who should be... Actually, let's just organize ourselves. The Maulers should be pretty good at dealing with this situation, you would think. Where's my Orc band? They are nowhere near in position either. Wow. None of my units. My entire army is just out of position, and I have no one to blame but myself, honestly. As long as I can put pressure on these elves with my Nazgul and my Númenóreans, we should be alright. As long as we're not taking arrow fire, you know, and also the catapults aren't roasting a million men as they've just done. Oh shit, these... Did the Eldarinwe archers just charge my Nazgul, or did I just charge my Nazgul into the Eldarinwe archers? Oh shit, look at this. The swordsmen are going after my Morning Guard, that's alright. Let's get the Maulers on the flank. And let's bog down these swordsmen with my raiders. Actually, we'll get this unit around the flank as well. These two units on the swordsmen. Actually, no, let's... Oh, man. This is way more messy than I anticipated. These three units... Oh, God, no, I just want all of these troops around the flank, then. If my Morning Guard are about to be charged, I want these guys on the flank. I'm sorry, I'm just very indecisive at this particular moment. My Orc band are... we'll just throw them at the center line of the elves just to tie up the catapults. Get my Númenóreans moving. Yeah, our archers are just getting fucked by those catapults, that's for sure. Okay, so it looks to me like actually all three of these units have been charged. Let's pull these ones out. Let's see what we got here. Unit of Maulers, which will charge the flank. These raiders are going to go put pressure on the missile troops, the catapults and the like. Let's attack those Boquendi with our Númenóreans, and we'll attack the cavalry with our archers. There we go. Okay, where are my Maulers? Slowly advancing. My god. Okay, we have actually flanked and swarmed the ever-loving shit out of all of these troops. We're flushing out those Nortino warriors. I want to get those catapults silenced. And then I want my archers, yeah, firing at that cavalry. So it looks to me like we're not going to be able to bog down all of these units. These guys are nowhere near where I wanted them. All of the raiders are like charging towards the center of the battlefield. So the Boquendi are routing. Let's take care of those Nortino. And we'll have to take care of the cavalry pretty quickly as well. As long as my Uruks are still firing there. I'm not sure what they're doing. Okay, we're flanking around these spearmen. My god, looks like all of my troops are just fucking around immensely. What is going on? Are the elves trying to retreat right at the moment? I'm not entirely sure what's happening. It looks to me like they're shaken and whatnot. They're shaken and all that. Like these Nortino cavalry just charged through my own... through my Númenóreans. I don't know what the fuck is going on here. Okay, we want the Uruks not skirmishing. Okay, my my Maulers are way out of position. Maybe we can get those cavalry under wraps. And my Orc band are just melting, which is kind of what I didn't really necessarily need them in this army, that's for sure. Okay, we need these three units to support. We need our general to take out those cavalry. And we'll have to deal with those Eldarinwe archers pretty quickly as well. Let's get a Nazgul screech off. Okay, we have fully encircled all of the elves. I can't imagine they are going to stick around much longer. Let's get these two units right here. Now we have slain quite a few of these, oh shit, we've just taken care of these archers. For some reason they broke immediately upon engaging my Maulers. Let's engage the catapult. I want to take down this cavalry, as well as these Eldarinwe archers. Now, imagine an entire army of these heavily armored elves. Fuck me, this is not going to be a good campaign against the High Elves, I can tell you that right now. Look how well they're just sustaining this damage. Okay, let's take out these archers very quickly. And then I suppose we'll have to... I think the problem here is we're engaging with spears, which are not going to do the job at all. I need my maulers most definitely engaged. And I need the orc raiders. Let's get the Morning Guard out of there. They were good for holding the guys in place, but now we need to really hammer on them with anti-armor troops. I need more maulers and more halberds in this army, I think. In fact, uruks of any description would be really appreciated here. Okay, let's draw a line, like so. The uruk archers, pretty useless. They just took a massive amount of casualties. Okay, looks to me like we've actually broken the vast amount of elves. Let's draw a line. Maybe we can catch the majority of them. These guys are in fact fighting to the death. Who's still alive then? I'm not entirely sure. It's kind of funny to see my orc band slay the fuck out of these heavily armored elves. Oh, I guess it's the catapult that's alive? That's utterly bizarre. Okay, let's end this battle quickly. There's no sense dwelling, I guess, on it. Run down as many of these dudes as we can. So we actually took much more damage in this battle than I anticipated. 1/5 of our entire army has been killed, which is, I mean, bad, but also not really bad. Most of the men that died are not good men. That is to say, they're Morning Guard, raiders, orc band, units we can do without. The maulers, though, are kind of the key component to this army. This unit is looking kind of weak already. So I suppose we ought to turn around and see if we can get that other captain. I'm not very confident. I'm not confident, actually, that we would be able to take on a full stack of High Elves with this army. I definitely think we're going to need to... We're going to need to look for some uruks. Okay, Captain Tegalad. His army is somewhat better, and I meant to reorder this army before I auto-resolved it, because what's going to happen here is we're going to take a huge amount of casualties in our Uruk archers, and then the raiders secondarily. As I understand it, auto-resolve works by pairing your units up against the enemy units on like a 1-by-1 basis. So I don't necessarily want the Uruk archers at the front of the stack, if you know what I mean. This looks to be like actually a pretty weak army if we engage properly. I think this will be quick. Let's see how quick I can make it anyway. What we may be able to do is next turn march to the bridge near Imladris, and then we can camp on the bridge, hopefully, until we get more reinforcements. That should prevent the High Elves from attacking us. May as well stick around for the deployment, I guess. It's been a while. This does not look great. The High Elves, again, have a terrain advantage. I imagine they're going to be somewhere up the hill here. Let's put the Morning Guard. Do we need them? No, we'll keep them in the formation they're in. I was thinking maybe we would stick them in like a loose formation, but that's not necessary. So last time we had issues because our entire line was out of order. I think we have to be a little bit more careful this time, because that ended up being pretty disastrous, actually, because we weren't engaging in an intelligent way. Just about as intelligent as me setting up this army now. I'm just repeating myself, doing the same thing multiple times. Okay, we've got the Numenorians in place. We can start. Boom. Alright, in fact, the elves have set up somewhat off-kilter of me. Let's see, these are... oh man, heavily armored cavalry. They have all of these heavily armored infantry. Okay, so what I want to do is, I think, set up my army. Like so. Is that gonna do it? That'll do it. Okay, that's exactly what I want to do. Okay, actually, the elves are they advancing? Are they able to fire from there? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh god, okay, well they're able to fire from there, apparently. Let's charge those archers with our orc band. Man, hilarious. I was just saying how we wanted to be a little bit more careful about how we engage, and here we are, already under missile fire from the fucking elves. I was hoping to maybe avoid this whole situation. Not that this isn't salvageable, it's just fucking annoying. Once again, we'll get the Numenorians to charge, scare the archers away, maybe we can cut a hole through the center. Get those, oh man, the catapults are able to fire already as well. Oh god, the missiles are just gonna ruin us. And we have no answer to that. That's ridiculous. Okay. I think I want to fire at the Lancers, possibly. Maybe we can put a dent in them. Let's avoid all of these spearmen, if at all possible, as we get immediately charged by them. Okay, so we've got some swordsmen charging our morning guard. Like, what are you fucking guys doing? You're all the way back here. And we're gonna get wrecked by these lancers. Let's set up a line with the maulers. Hopefully they'll do all right. Though I doubt it. Fuck. Let's be really intelligent about this battle, you guys. Let's not just run into the fucking battle like we're idiots. And then here we are, running into the battle like we're idiots. At the very least, we have some very easy flanking maneuvers going on. Okay, so we have yet to take any casualties from those spearmen. Okay, the cavalry is actually bogged down in my morning guard. Perfect. Let's charge them with the maulers. We'll get the raiders to move as well. Let's bog them down with the Numenorians as well. Okay, so... Oh, come on. Victory will be ours. Come on, Ren. Fucking get in there. I've got one unit of raiders getting fucked by those swordsmen. How did I not see those guys? Okay, well I want the morning guard possibly tying down these sword Quendi. No, let's charge in with the maulers there. We'll bind those guys up in the center. How is it I didn't see that? Fuck, I thought they were archers, I guess. Okay, I just want to tie those cavalry down. But we're gonna get tied up in those fucking swordsmen. And our Uruk archers are just gonna get hammered with the catapults. Okay, the swordsmen are coming in hot. We gotta get out of there. And let's see. Okay, so these swordsmen are pulling back. Maulers and raiders attacking them. How many units do we have here? 3. Okay, these guys are in fact gonna try to go around the flank. Are they just taking a shit ton of casualties? Hopefully, anyway. My Uruk archers, I apologize for the pausing, but we need to get some arrows into the rear of the bow Quendi. There we go. Yeah, my Nazgul are wedged in there. Wedge Antilles. I want all of the Orc raiders around the flank. Maybe we can get those swordsmen fucked. Straight fucked. Now their heavy lancers are routing. Okay, well that's pretty good. Let's get the maulers attacking those swordsmen. We'll continue to cut down the lancers with our Numenorians. As long as those maulers can bind up all of these heavily armored units. Like so. Okay, let's silence the catapults with the Numenorians. I think we need to do that pretty quickly. And my raiders just got absolutely fucked by these like 20 lancers in the center. Ooh boy, definitely needs some some better army compositions in the future here. Oh man, I need like Oleg High, I need Uruks to deal with these High Elves. Really should have seen this coming, to be honest. Oh man. So what do we got? We've got some, like, why are my Uruks firing like 4 arrows? They're not in guard mode. I don't know what's going on here. Oh god, these fucking Lancers have reformed. Let's get the Maulers engaged. Get the Raiders engaged. We're cutting down these catapult artillerymen, are we? We should be. We ought to be. Looks like my... These assholes have managed to get into the rear of my Raiders. And they're probably going to do a huge amount of damage there. As long as we can break these guys in the center. Okay, my Numenorians are getting bogged down. Let's get these guys here. Okay. Oh my fucking god, I don't know what my Uruks are doing. They're just firing at whatever the fuck they please, I guess. And they're getting wrecked by catapults. Well, I don't know what's going on here. It just seems to me that sometimes missile units in groups will not attack what I want them to at all. They do not have fire at will mode on, so I don't know what the reasoning is there. At the very least, we pretty much broke that unit in the center. Now we just need to get rid of these guys because they're still kicking, and you assholes should just retreat. You're getting fucked by the catapults. We're gonna get charged by the swordsmen. Let's take out these spears. Okay, so we've lost another quarter of our army. So we've lost like 2/3 of our army since we've departed the mountain fort. Please fucking move. Jesus Christ on a cracker. Like, what the fuck are they doing? Oh, this irritates me. The unresponsiveness sometimes of units just irritates me to no end, mostly because I don't understand why it's happening. It's completely the complete opposite of some situations. Like, I just feel like I have no fucking control, and I don't know why, and it's very upsetting. In tense situations like this, we've just charged a unit of spearmen. I'm not entirely sure why, but it seems to have gone alright. They're wavering. We're taking casualties, though. We gotta pull out of there. I don't know why I did that. I was ranting at the time. Okay, we broke them finally. Now, it looks to me like these Lancers are the only fucking units left, and I need to run them down. Otherwise, they'll keep reforming and causing massive casualties. A fucking third of our army is gone. So we took out 2 half stacks, 1 full stack, and we've lost half of our army since we departed the mountain fort. Fuck me, we need some better answers to the High Elves, and this is the exact reason I want to fight these battles personally, so I can get a feel for the enemy army, so that I have a better chance when the battle to end all battles happens. And I'm sure this is just this is a fucking anger-fueled battle, and I'm sure it's just thrilling for you guys to watch. Did that fucking... Okay, for a second I thought those Lancers... Oh my fucking god, this catapult. Just swarm this fucking catapult, please. Oh my god. Oh, I'm just fucking boiling over. I'm trying to keep my cool, and I feel like I'm not doing a good job. Oh man, the fact that my Uruk archers have taken so many casualties and accomplished so little in the width and breadth of this campaign, that fucking bothers me. That really does. I guess the main mistake I made here was bringing archers to a battle with the elves, but I mean, you have to have a small contingent of missiles at the very least, right? something to utilize when an opportunity shows itself. You know? Look at that. We lost 3 archers to that fucking catapult. And then we've just swarmed it. Just swarmed it with a million fucking orcs and whatnot. So, my question here is who's... Oh, of course, it's the Boquendi. Let's fire at them. We've got many more archers than them. Hopefully, we can do some damage here. And here they are, not firing. Fucking move and fire, if you please. Okay, I think the issue is having my units in groups. We've got 1 unit firing. 2 units firing. Okay, at the very least, we have some action going on, and we're actually doing something for once with the fucking Uruk archers. God damn it. I'm gonna write a fucking sternly worded letter to the makers of this mod and just... Who is this? The catapult artillerymen are charging my Nazgul. What possessed them to do this? I don't know. Let's fucking break them once and for all. End this shitty nightmare of a fucking battle, which makes me want to cut my goddamn eyeballs out, sell them on eBay for no fucking reason. I can't even think of a funny reason for why I would want to do that other than I'm a complete fucking I guess a sociopath. I've become a sociopath because of my hatred. The best part is I started out somewhat miffed, and then I've just worked I'm in a frenzy now. I've worked myself into a frothing frenzy. Fuck this battle. End it. Like I'm gonna end my life. I feel I should state for the record, I am not in fact going to kill myself, nor am I actually that angry. It's just funny. It's just funny for me to pretend. Now, if we were to put an army here, we would actually be able to defend both of the river passes. Can we bribe Captain Eruvian? No. Of course not. We have nowhere near the amount of gold in order to accomplish that. But I feel as if these are the only forces around Imladris. We've got Captain Eruvian, the troops within the city, Elrond himself, and that's hopefully it. Maybe, just maybe, we can get lucky enough to slay Elrond and capture Imladris pretty soon. Now, as for reinforcements, we are desperately gonna need... We're gonna need some trolls of some description. Which are many moons away, unfortunately. Well, at the very least, we can... I think we have time for one more turn. I want to see what's gonna happen. Here we go. I also want to state for the record, I'm angry. What little angry I am. I know what went wrong. It's not like I'm just impotent. It's not impotent anger, let's just say that. I guess I'm more frustrated because of the lack of unit control from my perspective. Now, it looks to me that we can essentially trap the elves here. So if we put an army... If we put an army here, we really ought to be covering both rivers, correct? So if Captain Eruvian wants to attack us, it's going to be a bridge battle, right? Are we in the correct tile? I'm not sure how that works. I'm going to pretend I know. And I'm going to do a bit of scouting before I get too carried away. It looks to me like, in fact, these are the only elves within the area. Yeah. So, please, leave some tips as to how to defeat the High Elves, but at least make them... Like, I'm not a fucking absolute idiot. Make them somewhat useful. Okay, we have a candidate for adoption. Gordush is going to adopt Zagaf. There he is. In Arnak, which is fucking useless to me. That is so far away. We are making a bit of gold. We've built a shrine. Look at that. We're making like thousands of gold per turn. I'm retraining and recruiting all sorts of units. I need to recruit Uruks to send to Moria, to send to the mountain fort in Karis Galad, Cairn Roth, etc. Definitely want some Maulers. We're gonna need some Morning Guard. And Moria itself, I think we'll be able to recruit, well, it's gonna be a million years until we can do anything with Moria. Okay, let's also just take a quick look up north. Looks like the dwarves are going to prevent Dawndeath from reaching Rakiburg again, as they continue to do. I think we'll have to block these rivers pretty soon, because these dwarves are getting really fucking annoying. They're stomping all over our grounds. I think once we get these reinforcements to Dawndeath, who is going to wait for them now, once he gets those reinforcements, we can defend the rivers. Now, Goblin Town, 6 turns until surrender. We'll probably assault the walls before that. Okay, I now have all the troops I need to build an army for Dwarvenwa and also Dawndeath, which will be happening off-screen. In the west, we saw briefly that Elrond is in base contact with Hormarath of Deer. We've stuck all of the siege equipment in the city. Unfortunately, we could have used that in this case. We've got reinforcements for Hormarath of Deer. We're going to remove one of these archers and move these guys in. So there we go. We have the troops to counter this army. It's it's a shit ton of catapults. It looks like some lightly armored pikes and a huge amount of lightly armored troops that we can run down with Dawndeath as well as our Algheim. My worry here is that we have a lot of really expensive, tightly packed halberds. We're going to have to leverage the orc archers, I guess. We'll keep these guys as reinforcements. We have a really weak High Elf army in Glendaugian. Glendaugian. That's my dog. I suppose I'm going to start recruiting a bunch more units in Rohan. I've got some troops in Mordor I think I need to send forward. Yeah, I'm just rambling at this point. Just highlighting what is interesting. Mostly that we're going to be building armies in the north. We're going to be recruiting reinforcements in the west. And we're going to have to take a look at moving out of Moria. We can probably leave Moria fairly quickly. Let's see, what is our garrison? 45. Okay, so I can leave a high tax rate if I send... Oh, I don't have any... I guess I'll send Zaglug, because I don't have any nearby generals. Okay, well, we're going to grab Lagduf the Mean to garrison Moria and to act as governor. Fangorn makes us 0 gold, essentially. We'll need some orc band and the like, and we'll have to send it from Limelight Fort. Let's do that. We'll recruit these guys first to garrison Limelight Fort. Cairn Roth. Actually, let's do this. We'll get Cairn Roth to recruit some troops to garrison Moria. Limelight Fort will get those Uruks on the roll, halberds and the like. There we go. Oh man, sorry, I keep getting sidetracked. I need to end this episode. It's getting a little long, so thank you everyone for watching. We killed a bunch of elves. I got a little bit frustrated, but I feel as if my level of frustration and anger was overplayed. I was not nearly that angry. If you have any tips for the High Elves, please make sure they're not like, make sure you bring halberds. Make sure you bring some anti-armor, because these are things I know and I've stated. Okay, thank you. I would appreciate it if you didn't treat me like an absolute asshole. Okay, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment. As always, my name is Incoherence. This has been episode 125 of the Mordor campaign, and I will see you guys again with Mordor on Thursday.